फिर उम्मीदों की सुबह आई है, फिर उम्मीदों की सुबह आई है, आशाओं की किरणों को साथ लाई है। फिर उम्मीदों की सुबह आई है, आशाओं की किरणों को साथ लाई है। आपकी चाहत का असर देखो, हमें इस महफिल में फिर से खींच लाई है। Very good morning and warm welcome to this 22nd edition of NASSCOM India Leadership Forum. My name is Rajiv and I'm going to be the host for this morning. Before we move ahead with the program, may I request all of you to please put your mobiles on silent mode as we are about to begin the program. I'm delighted to share with you that we have put together an invigorating agenda that span key themes of emerging business opportunities, technology shifts, and what they mean for businesses, leadership in uncertain times, and critical issues of skill development. The 2014 edition is an important milestone for us. It coincides with the completion of 25 years of NASSCOM, and we are delighted to have you join us as we look ahead at the future of technology industry and also celebrate the journey over this period. NASSCOM has been supporting the IT BPM sector since its inception, helping the industry achieve size and maturity, and is now all set to take it to the next orbit of growth. We would like to say a big thank you to all our speakers and participants who have traveled from all over the country and the globe to join us for this edition of NASSCOM's India Leadership Forum. NASSCOM expresses sincere thanks to all the sponsors and partners for their support, which has helped us putting together a world-class event. I hope you enjoy the experience. Ladies and gentlemen, we are delighted to welcome among us our chief guest for today, Dr. Raghuram Rajan, Governor, Reserve Bank of India. May I please request NASSCOM Chairman, Mr. Krishna Kumar Natarajan, to escort Dr. Rajan on dais. May I also request NASSCOM Vice Chairman, Mr. R. Chandrasekharan, and NASSCOM President, Mr. R. Chandrasekhar, to join them on the stage. I request Mr. R. Chandrasekhar, President NASSCOM, to make his welcome comments.
A very good morning and a very warm welcome to all the delegates to this edition of the NASSCOM India Leadership Forum and to this inaugural session, which marks the beginning of 3 days of stirring, exciting, and elevating discussions with some of the thought leaders from around the world in terms of technology trends and the opportunities. I would also like to extend a very warm welcome to the Governor of the Reserve Bank of India, India's central bank. All governors of the Reserve Bank of India are eminently qualified, but even by those exalted standards, Dr. Raghuram Rajan has a truly amazing track record. I'm not going to introduce him, that will follow later, but I do want to mention one aspect, that by qualification, he is also a blue chip technology professional, apart from being an eminent economist. Obviously, we welcome you for several different reasons, and you may expect that these include things like what's the economy going to look like globally, what's the economy going to look like in India, where are exchange rates headed, and all that kind of stuff. But in addition to all of those things, there are certainly some special reasons also why we are happy to welcome you, and I will come to that in a moment. But before that, I just thought I would take this opportunity to mention a few facts to put the issue in perspective. This is an industry which has witnessed a 13% growth in the current year, which is the projected rate, and is expected to clock around $118 billion US, of which 86 billion is export. This growth rate needs to be looked at in the context of a global GDP growth rate of 3.7% and a rise in worldwide IT BPM spend of 4.5% and a domestic growth rate of around 5%. This sector has, over the last 2 decades or so, become vital to the national economy, and in fact it offsets 45% of our import bill and accounts for over 25% of our exports. It employs 3 million people directly and over 10 million people indirectly, and serves over 95% of US Fortune 500 companies and over 400 of the Global 500 Fortune 500 companies. In the last couple of decades, ICT has impacted everything. But the advent of SMAC, the industry jargon for social media, mobility, analytics and cloud, has vastly increased the pace of such change and the enormity of the impact, and has all greatly compressed the timelines for such change to happen, bringing transformative change and discontinuous change. Businesses and governments across the world are struggling to cope with this change and adapt it, if not embrace it. Thanks to the outstanding track record of providing services with continuously rising value to clients, the Indian IT industry is now increasingly being looked at as a partner by clients seeking to transform their businesses and the way they deal with customers and partners. It's also now being looked upon as a source of innovation, both business and technology, in order to achieve such a transformation. One additional feature of where the industry stands today offers additional hope, which is the growth of a whole new breed of innovative entrepreneurial companies and an ecosystem of startups, including venture capital, angel investors, private equity, and so on. And thousands of such companies have come up in diverse areas, including healthcare, education, financial services, and so on. And many of them are now focused on areas relating to SMAC. This, in turn, is fueling a rapid rise in the ability of the Indian industry to be the fountainhead of innovation and driving such transformation worldwide. Is the industry satisfied with where it has reached? Is the industry happy with where it has reached? The answer is no. In fact, the industry has just raised the bar by a huge extent for itself, and raised it to an extent which would actually require it to enter a new orbit. The industry is now asking itself how it can use this transformative power through the application of technology to make an impact in key sectors across the world, as well as, and maybe even more so, in India. How can this be achieved in a way that both leverages and drives the trend of innovation in the country? How can this lead to products and services that can be offered globally? How can the global expertise and experience that the Indian companies have be brought to bear on the transformation in India? And when I say Indian companies, I'm talking about Indian and global companies which are present in India. How do we bring this expertise and experience to accomplish that transformation? How can we, in the process, create a platform which serves as a springboard for services to be taken across the whole world in areas like health, education, and many other such areas? The industry is currently in the process of identifying key sectors and areas where such an impact could be made, and an announcement is being made later today about the first such sector and the strategy proposed. But if I am revealing things a little beforehand, I want to say that the central principle there is to collaborate co-create and drive transformation. The financial sector, and in particular the financial inclusion agenda, is one which is widely regarded by the IT industry as one where we can make a big impact, and where in fact the goals identified by the government and the Reserve Bank cannot in fact be accomplished without pervasive adoption of new technologies. I remember and recall, sir, the opening statement that you had made, in which you had emphasized the role of technology in accomplishing the goal of financial inclusion, and we look forward to hearing your thoughts in this area. And as we face the question of whether we embrace change with a plan or be overtaken by it without one, we look to your leadership for making this happen in the financial sector. And I assure you that on behalf of the industry, that the industry would certainly not be found wanting in helping to accomplish that transformation. While we keenly await hearing you on a whole range of issues, let me once again end with a warm welcome and invite our chairman, Mr. K.K. Natarajan, to share his opening remarks with this audience. Thank you very much.
Dr. Raghuram Rajan, Governor, Reserve Bank of India, Chandra, Vice Chairman of NASSCOM, Shekhar, President of NASSCOM, Captains of Industry. It's certainly an exciting time for the industry. As an industry, I think we've been constantly evolving, and what is important to note is that the Indian IT industry has constantly reinvented itself and stayed ahead in a global context. As we celebrate the 25th year of NASSCOM and its contribution to building the industry, we look forward with confidence and optimism for the next 25 years. How can we fundamentally influence the pace and accelerate how we become more relevant? In doing this, NASSCOM as an organization is certainly transforming itself. I think today we have a diverse set of opportunities and a diverse set of stakeholders, and really realizing the importance of how this diverse set of stakeholders are going to influence the pace of growth of the industry. We really reinvented ourselves early in the year to address some of the emerging segments.